Hello everyone, so today's video is going to be all about how to talk to a family member about your mental health. I thought I'd do this video because it's highly requested and it's one of the things which I've never really touched on before, because I know how difficult it can be talking to anyone about mental health, but especially to like a family member and a relative, it's more difficult because you're worried about what they're going to say and how they're going to react. So I'm going to be giving you my best tips on how to talk to them about it and share my story. So if you want to know how to talk to a family member about mental health, then carry on watching. So the first thing to remember is to never be shy or uncomfortable, because they're your family at the end of the day, and if they are willing to support you in other needs like physical needs, then they shouldn't be not willing to support you in your emotional and mental needs. I know it's going to be very difficult, especially when talking to someone for the first time, but just remember that it only can get better than what it is right now. I remember when I first spoke to anyone about my mental health, I remember I don't think I actually spoke to my parents first. I think I spoke to someone at school because I really couldn't deal with like what they were going to say, and I think if you are really anxious or really a bit nervous about what they're going to say, then you can tell someone else first. But I really wish, looking back, that I would have told a family member first, because the reaction to me needing help, it wasn't like I expected at all. I thought everyone was going to say that I was crazy and that I didn't need help, but my parents and my family members, they were really supportive. So I really do think that you should speak to a parent or carer first, but if you are really struggling with that, then you can always do the thing that I did and speak to someone you trust, like at school or college or work or something like that. Now, you have to figure out what you're going to say when you are going to talk to them, especially because with your mental health, some people are really good at hiding how they're feeling, and some people you can kind of tell when they're upset even if they say nothing's wrong. So your family members might already have a kind of hint that that you're not feeling too good at the minute, and you never know, they might know. But it isn't always the case. Like, if you're really good at hiding things, then you know they might not know. Sorry, I thought someone was coming in my room, that's why I went a bit quiet. So anyway, if you think they don't know, then you could approach the subject by saying, things have been a bit difficult for me lately, and I don't know if you know it, but I've been feeling rather down, or I've been feeling rather anxious, and it's been going on for a while, and you think that you might need support, and that support can be from your family members, from your friends, or it can be from other agencies like CAMHS and mental health services and doctors and stuff like that. It doesn't always have to end in seeing someone professional. Like, some people just get by speaking to their family and friends, and then they feel like that support is enough. But obviously other people feel like other agencies are a good way to speak to people, especially me. I feel like, because like speaking to family members is good, but when you're speaking to a complete stranger, you would think it would be more terrifying, but it's more easy because the stranger or the like mental health worker professional doesn't know who you are. They are not like family or friends, so they don't know you on a personal level, so you don't have that feeling of, oh, I'm gonna get judged, or they're gonna say that I'm not unwell, or they're gonna say that I was fine the other day, because you know that they don't know you. So it's like a clean slate, so you can just tell them all what you're feeling and they won't have any opinion of how you were before. With me, especially when I was go to tell my family members about it. I was really scared that they were going to say, oh, how can you feel this anxious, because you've not been like stayed in your room all day, you've not like avoided situations because of it, and it's not being visible, but everyone acts in different ways, and I really think that most ways that family members will act is supported, and if they seem a little like frustrated or a bit angry that you are feeling this way, please don't take it to heart, because especially when my family found out I was self-harming, and I'll do another video on this if you'd like me to, they was like angry, and I thought, oh, they're angry at me, but they're not angry at you necessarily. They're angry at the way you're feeling, and they wish they could change that for you. So they're angry at the situation, they're not angry at you. Just remember that. Now, it's up to you who you speak to about your mental health. I mean, it doesn't have to be your mum or your dad. It can be an auntie, an uncle, it can be a friend, like I said, a college tutor, a school teacher, doctor, anything like that. But like I said before, I would really recommend you speak to a family member or a friend first, or at least someone that you know you can really trust, because something's going on downstairs. I think my brothers want to go park or something, but yeah. I really feel like if you talk to someone you trust first, and it'll be easier for you, and then you can kind of get the sense of talking to other people, and then it would be all fine, and you can talk to anyone who you would like to talk to about your mental health. I feel like I'm a bit of a waffle in this video. I'm really distracted. I'm really sorry. There's stuff going on outside and there's stuff going on downstairs, so if I'm a bit distracted, I'm so sorry. I'm going to just tell you a bit about my experience personally. Like I said before, when my parents found out that I was struggling, they kind of expected it, but kind of didn't, because they knew I had been through some very hard things in my leading up to it, but I didn't think they knew the extent of it. So when they first knew how severe it was, I remember I was in a counselling session, not by CAMHS, by I think that place called Safe Speak or something like that. I was in a counselling session, and so obviously my parents knew that I was having troubles, and I said to the mental health nurse, I said, I've been feeling like I don't want to be here, and I want to die. And I think, just not for my parents as well, I think for me, that was when we all kind of came to terms with how serious it was, because I never really felt like this before, and it was a wave of like all these negative thoughts, and I was normally such a positive person, and now I'm turning into a negative person. So it was really difficult, but I'm kind of happy that happened as well, because I then got the support from CAMHS, which I really needed, and I'm in a much better place than I was all those years ago. Yes, I'm not fully recovered, and I'm not in the place where I can say that everything is fine, but I am in a really better place than I was some years ago. To sum up this video, I would say to always talk about your mental health to a family member or someone you trust, because it's better than keeping things bottled up inside. I know a lot of people hate talking to people about how they're feeling, but it really does work. Once you have said your problem, like they say, a problem shared is a problem halved. So it does make things a hell of a lot easier when you know you're not the only one, because you know you don't have to carry on your own. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below if you'd like me to film a how my parents reacted to my self-harm. I really hope you can subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.